Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Warren Civic Theater's production of Virtual Storybook Theater, the web series. Today's edition is Rapunzel. It is a play in one act written by me, JoeColosi, and it's based on Rapunzel from Kinder und Haus Märchen Volume 1, Number 12 by Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm. Today's presentation is not only the final presentation in the Storybook Theater series, it is also a world premiere. This will be the first time anyone has ever seen, heard, or read out loud in public the version of Rapunzel. Back in 2014, when the show was originally produced, all 55 characters were originally played by just 6 actors. This evening, we have gathered all but one of them back to bring to you our presentation so that we can bring to you this world premiere. So without further ado, I bring you Rapunzel. Enjoy the show.
Oh, I almost didn't see you there. Once upon a time, there was a man and a woman who were expecting a child. Just to be clear, the woman's pregnant. They're not just waiting for some kid to show up. Well, I mean, I guess technically they are, but, well, you know what I mean. The man and the woman lived in a small cottage just next door to a garden surrounded by an enormous wall. You may be wondering, how do they know there's a garden back there if it's surrounded by an enormous wall? Well, I am here to tell you to calm down. I'm going to get to it. Now, you see, there was a small crack in the wall where the woman could see the most splendid flowers and herbs growing there. Her favorite, by far, was a small green root vegetable known as Valerianella locusta. She longed to taste it.
Honey, would you be a dear and grab some of me the Veneria locusta growing next door?
The ballerina, what?
The gorgeous green root vegetable growing next door?
You want me to steal salad fixings from the neighbor?
Uh-huh.
Seriously?
There's so much of it, and it looks so delicious.
You know, the old woman that owns that garden is a witch, right?
That's rude.
It's true. For real, she's like a legit sorceress.
Really?
Yeah, what do you think all that lightning is over there all the time?
Odd weather fronts?
No, it's the witch.
Oh. I still want some.
Look, I'll go into town and pick up whatever root vegetables you want, all right? Carrots, turnips. I'll even get you a rutabaga if you want. Let's just agree not to steal from the sorceress.
But that only made the forbidden greens more desirable. As time went on, the woman became obsessed, almost as if by magic.
You know what I could really go for?
Is it the sorceress's vegetables?
Maybe.
Look, I was there for you during the pickles and peanut butter phase. I even endured the whole hot fudge and mashed potatoes bit, but I have to draw the line at stealing a salad from our witch neighbor.
I fear if I do not get some soon, I shall die.
Okay, I get it. You really want it. Let me see what I can do.
So that night, the man climbed over the high wall into the sorceress's garden and hastily dug up a handful of the vegetable. But before he could get back over the wall, he saw the sorceress standing before him.
How dare you climb into my garden and steal my Valerianella locusta? You will pay.
Just a minute, all right? I'm sorry, but my wife is pregnant, and she has taken a fancy to salads for some reason, and you seem to have the only Valerie locusts she wants.
That is no excuse to steal from me.
I understand, but my wife needs this plant.
You will pay with your life.
Or, and hear me out, maybe we can come to some sort of arrangement, one that would let me keep my life and some of this plant.
I can think of only one.
I'll do it.
You don't even want to hear what it is?
Yeah. No, I suppose I should hear you out first.
I want your firstborn child.
Ooh, yeesh. Okay, unless I can...
What?
Unless I can't... Like, what are the terms? Like, what can I do to get the kid back?
What are you talking about?
Well, you know how villains, right? Villains, they...
Villains? You think I'm a villain?
You just threatened to murder me if I didn't agree to be your accomplice to a kidnapping.
Fair enough. Continue.
Well, what was I saying?
Something about villains.
Right. You know how villains, they always have that thing that would let you get away, but you got to figure it out first, like a puzzle. Let's just cut to the chase, man. What's your thing?
There is no thing. You get your life and all the Valerianella Locusta you and your wife want, and I get your kid.
Cheryl.
What?
Diane.
Are you trying to guess my name?
Phyllis.
Do you think I'm a Rumpelstiltskin?
Maureen.
Do we have a deal?
Fine. Daphne.
It was actually Cheryl.
I knew it.
And so the man gathered up armfuls of the plant and headed home to his wife.
Oh my goodness! Look at all of it! This will last months! Don't you think you know who's gonna notice?
She knows.
What happened?
I got caught and I had to make a deal.
What kind of deal?
Well,
What kind of deal?
pretty boilerplate setup, really. I get to live, you get salad greens, and she gets our baby.
I'm sorry. It sounded like you said she gets our baby.
That was the deal.
How could you? Did you at least try to guess her name?
Don't be silly. She's not a Rumpelstiltskin.
I can't believe that witch would do that to us.
Cheryl.
What?
Her name is Cheryl, so...
I don't care.
Fair enough.
As time went on, the man and woman had their child, and no sooner had it happened, the sorceress showed up.
I'm here for my baby.
Oh, hi, Cheryl.
You can't take our baby. We haven't even named her yet.
I'll take care of that. How about we call her Valerianella Locusta in honor of my garden greens?
Oof, that seems a bit long. Hey, what's the Latin word for it?
Campanula rapunculus?
Oh, it's still clunky. What is it in German?
Rapunzel.
Ooh. What about just Rapunzel?
Ooh, that's pretty.
Would you stop it? I will never let you have our baby.
Yeah, you leave our Rapunzel alone.
Just stop calling her that.
I'm afraid it's too late.
And with the snap of her finger, the sorceress and the baby disappeared. She locked poor Rapunzel.
Not her name.
She locked poor Rapunzel in a tall tower with no doors or stairways, only a tiny window at the very top. As the years passed, she made sure to never cut the girl's magnificent long hair, as it was the sorceress's only way in or out of the tower.
Rapunzel, come here. We must work up a system for when I want to come up. I'll say a secret word, and you let your hair out of the tiny window for me to climb.
All right, Mother.
Shoot.
You want me to go away?
No, like a shoe.
Kazunite.
No, that's the secret word.
What is?
Shoe.
But you called me here, Mother.
Oh, let's try something different.
Psst.
What are you doing?
Psst.
Are you leaking?
No, that can be your secret way to get my attention.
From the ground? Hundreds of feet away.
You're right. How about you say Rapunzel?
That's hardly a secret.
How will I know what you want? I know. Say Rapunzel, let down your hair.
Oh, that'll never work.
You're right. What if I don't hear my name? You better say it twice.
So the secret way you want me to tell you to let down your hair so I can get up the tower that I am hiding you in is to yell your name twice and then tell you to let down your hair?
I like it.
And so, when the sorceress wanted to enter, she stood below and called out,
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
A few years later, it happened that a prince was riding through the forest, and as he approached the tower, he heard a song so beautiful that he stopped to listen.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G,
What a sweet voice.
H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
I simply must see the face that this voice belongs to, for if it is half as pretty, I may already be in love.
The prince looked for an entrance to the tower, but nothing was found. So he rode home. But that voice had moved his heart so much. He returned to the forest every day to listen to it. And one time, as he was standing behind a tree, he saw the sorceress approach and heard her say,
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
Then Rapunzel let down her hair, and the sorceress climbed up.
I see. So there's some sort of hair-looking ladder to get up, and it appears to be voice activated. The next time that lady leaves, I will give it a try.
And the next day, just as soon as the sorceress had left, the prince called out,
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
Rapunzel's hair fell down, and the prince climbed up.
You must be the source of that beautiful sound. Why do you appear crestfallen?
Crestfallen. Oh, like I dropped the toothpaste?
What? No, crestfallen, like disappointed.
Oh,
I don't want to alarm you, but your hair-looking ladder seems to be attached to your head.
it's not a hair-looking ladder. It's just my hair.
Doesn't that hurt, climbing up it?
You get used to it. What are you doing here? Are you one of the bandits that my mother has warned me of?
Bandits? Hardly. I am a prince.
What's that?
Prince? Like I'm a king's son.
Okay.
I heard you singing up here, and I just had to see your face, if your face could possibly match your voice's beauty.
Well,
What?
does it?
Does what?
Does my face match my voice's beauty?
More than I could have ever imagined.
You're not so bad looking yourself. So, what's the world like outside?
You've never been out there?
The only way out or in is with my hair, so I'm stuck up here.
Then how did you get up here in the first place?
Good question. Anyway, Mother says that everyone out there is a bandit and would try to hurt me. Is that true?
Well, to be honest, there are bandits out there, but I would never let them harm you. Not if you were my wife or...
Whoa!
What?
I just met you, dude.
Oh, I just... I
Oh,
thought-
you thought that I would just run away with you because I've lived in this tower my whole life and you're the only other person I've ever talked to besides my mother.
Well,
And you think that I might be going a little stir crazy because people are not meant to stay inside their houses for long periods of time. And I want to see my friends and my family, and I am sick of working from home in the guest bedroom.
work from home? You have a job?
You know what I mean? Well, you know what? You're right. I am not fine. I gotta get out of this place, man.
Then get you out of this place, man, I shall. Here, take this handkerchief.
Do I have a boogie?
No, I'll bring you one every day for the next year until we have enough to weave together a ladder, and then we shall make our escape and see the world.
Like as friends, right?
At first, sure. But maybe you will grow to love me as I love you.
Maybe. I have always wanted to see the world. Deal. Oh, look at the time. You should get going. Mother will be back soon.
Adieu, sweet. I never got your name.
Oh, Rapunzel.
Like the German root vegetable?
Exactly.
Adieu, sweet Rapunzel.
Dude, to you too, my sweet prince.
And so each day, while the sorceress was out, the prince would bring a silk handkerchief. All was going well until...
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
Sure thing. Why is it that you are so much heavier to let up?
What was that?
Nothing.
Heavier? Have you been letting other people up here?
No!
I hope not. Don't forget about the bandits.
The thing is, I spend all day looking out this window and I've never seen a bandit.
What do you mean? Oh, there's one right there.
Where?
Oh, he was just there. You missed him.
Man,
Who have you been letting up here?
no one, I swear.
Then why did you ask why I was heavier to pull?
Because you seem heavier.
You think I'm fat?
Yes.
You're not secretly letting people up here. You're just think I'm gaining weight?
You got that?
Oh, I'm so relieved. I knew I taught you well. My Rapunzel would never lie to me.
Rapunzel, let down your hair.
What was that?
What was what?
Rapunzel, let down your hair.
You are sneaking people up here, aren't you?
Just one, people.
Oh, just one people. Then we better let that people up.
Seriously?
Of course. We wouldn't want to leave your friend waiting.
Oh, I think he might be more than a friend.
Indeed.
Oh, I love him, Mother. He's going to take me to see the world.
I'm so happy for you. Let's make sure you look just perfect for your gentleman caller.
As they neared each other, the sorceress grabbed Rapunzel with one hand and a sharp knife with the other, and with one quick motion, she cut off her hair.
You want to see the world, eh? Well, bon voyage!
And with a snap of her fingers, Rapunzel vanished.
Rapunzel, let down your hair.
The sorceress went to the window and let down the hair she just chopped off of Rapunzel so the prince could climb up.
Sheesh, took you long enough. Just kidding. I brought scones. Uh-oh.
Oh, how lovely. You look to be a prince.
I am, and I know I shouldn't be here, but I love Rapunzel, and I have for months now, and I think she loves me too. Please give us your blessing and let me take her from here.
Unfortunately, Rapunzel isn't here anymore.
What have you done with her?
Nothing. Just a little teleportation spell. I've sent her far, far away.
Would you do that to your own daughter?
Well, she's not really my daughter. I won her in a deal from a cabbage thief.
I knew it.
Really? You knew that?
Why, the fake daughter part, not the cabbage thief stuff.
Well, I have something for you too. A gift.
That seems off topic, but okay.
You shall live out the rest of your miserable life alone in the tower.
That's a crummy gift.
I'm not a good person.
The sorceress grabbed Rapunzel's severed hair and jumped out the window to make her grand exit. What she didn't do was secure the other end of the hair to anything, so she went tumbling hundreds of feet to her doom to the bottom of the tower, taking the hair with her and leaving the prince trapped.
Hello? Hello? That's some Humpty Dumpty stuff right there. But now I'm trapped up in this tower. I guess I should get comfortable and start growing my hair.
So the prince sat alone by the window, when suddenly he heard,
Prince, let down your hair.
Very funny. I just started growing it. Come back in like 10 years.
It's me, Rapunzel.
Rapunzel? Like, how could it be?
Mother only zapped me a few feet away from the tower.
It seems that in addition to not being a good person, that your mother was not a good sorceress either.
So it seems. Did you bring another handkerchief with you?
Why, do I have a boogie?
No, we only need one more to finish the ladder. Open the trunk you're sitting on.
The prince opened the trunk he was sitting on and tied the last handkerchief to the homemade ladder. He dropped it out the window and Rapunzel climbed up.
I'm so sorry, Rapunzel. I failed you.
No, it is I who failed you. I should have told you that my mother was an evil sorceress.
Okay. I'm glad you brought it up because I did not see that coming. That was crazy, right?
Yeah. So do you still want to show me the world?
As long as you're there.
Well, of course I'd be there. You're showing me the world.
Then, yes, I can show you the world. Shining, shimmering.
Splendid.
And so Rapunzel and the prince climbed down the silk handkerchief ladder, and everyone lived happily ever after.
Everyone lived happily ever after?
Yeah, every single person, right? No one got the short end of the stick, huh?
I think everyone here refers to the prince and Rapunzel.
Not her name.
You said everyone when referring to just two specific people.
It's just a turn of phrase.
So you weren't even thinking about us?
Wow.
Hey, guys, it's not like that. I think about you all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, do you think about us so much that you secretly wish we were your parents?
Yes.
Really?
Don't mess with us.
I'm not.
What do you think?
I've always wanted a grown man for a son.
You got a deal.
And with that, everyone truly did live happily ever after.
Just don't slouch, huh?
Dad!
Don't talk to your father like that.
The end! I'm going to my room!
Well, And that's our show. Everybody, so much for joining us tonight. What I'd like to do real quick before we go is invite the rest of the cast back out here if I could, so we can do some introductions, since you may not know some of these folks. This evening, we had Hayley Pulizzi as a woman. We had myself, JoeColosi, as a man. We had Shannon Hurst as the Sorceress. We had Taylor Johnson as Rapunzel. And we had Andy Zulkiewski as the Prince. And introducing the narrator as himself. We want to thank you guys so much for joining us for this whole series. We hope to bring you more stuff throughout the upcoming months. Specifically, keep an eye out in December for the big holiday spectacular that's coming up. You'll probably see some folks on this very show today on there. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's your best way. You can follow us on all social media at Warren Civic Theater. We hope to see you then, and have a great holiday and Happy New Year. Bye.